Welcome back to another episode of the Really Bad Podcast. Tapped in for real, and this is another episode type shit. Damn, what's been happening? Oh, I went to my sister's soccer game today, and the coach threatened the other coach that he was gonna kill him. So that shit was kind of lit because we lost. Dumbass. All these little dumb hoes, they don't know how to score a goal. No, I'm joking. That was bad. Fucked up. I'm gonna probably bleep that out. I got 3 Africans in a row type shit. Call me Doctors Without Borders. But this one is very special. You know what I'm saying? The other Africans I didn't really give a fuck about because this one of the Africans that really hold shit down type shit. I'm not trying to reduce niggas to where they from, but this real deal, just like somebody who really about his people, really about the black plight. You know what I'm saying? We don't skimp on shit like that. So on this episode, I'm gonna let you do your own intro. You can intro yourself, say who you are. I've known him for quite some time. I put 10 years on it because it's been a while since we've been in high school. About 10, right?
About 10. I'll say about 10.
Come on, man. Great. So, Sir Michael, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Saint Michael.
Perfect.
You know, I'm a model from Atlanta. You know, I've been doing my thing, modeling for about like 4 years. You know,
Right.
I also creative direct. You know, I just be around the city shooting. You know, exhibits, all that shit. You know,
Tight
yeah,
shit.
keeping it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So, like,
mhm.
questions already, because
Yeah.
modeling is such a, it's over there for me. Like,
Yeah.
that's not even a word I'm even sure of.
Right.
So, like, modeling, is it pause worthy at all? Like, do you ever kind of think like, damn, I'm really just out here posing?
Yeah. I mean, it crosses my mind. Like, you know, I mean, I'll be like, you know, there'll be certain poses or there'll be certain like ideas that somebody might have, and I'm just like, that's cool, but
Yeah.
pause.
Yeah, for sure, for
But
sure.
I mean, you know, I fuck with it sometimes. You know.
Okay, so what got you, like, where was the, I know you said 4 years ago, what was the venture point to get you into modeling?
I first got into modeling because one of my friends, shout out Nasir, that's my nigga, but he posted like some flyer for like the Brooklyn Circus, and it was like this one fashion brand in New York, and then they were coming to Atlanta to do a fashion show.
Copy.
And then I was in New York at the time, which was just ironically funny. And then he told me to send like some pictures, like, you know what I'm saying, some digitals. I ain't had no digitals. So I sent him a picture of me in like this what do you call it, tan ass jacket
Right.
at the strip club. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like, and this was my first time at a strip club. Like, so I sent him that picture and then like another picture of like me outside just like, you know, chilling. And this is when I had like the blonde hair. I ain't had all these locks and shit.
Right.
And then what do you call it? I sent that to him, and then he told me to hit up the Brooklyn Circus. So I hit up their Instagram, and then they told me there was a casting they wanted me to come to. And I was like, oh, okay. I pulled up to the casting, and then I remember it was like maybe like 45 models. Like, you can tell like them niggas been modeling for a minute. And then so I was just in there like, shit, I guess I'm just here to show face or whatever. The owner Theodore, he comes down the steps, right? It was like this nice ass loft. He comes downstairs, and then he's just talking to Nasir, and then he just points me out. He's like, yo, you come upstairs. And then I was just like, at first when he pointed at me, I went like, because I was like, you talking to me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what I was wearing, but I wasn't wearing like, you know what I'm saying, some fly shit or nothing. Like,
Right.
And then so they just had me fitted and everything. And then the next day was like the day of the show.
Okay.
And I was just like, I hit up Nasir. I said, oh, like, you know what I'm saying, good luck at the show and everything. He was like, nah, nigga, you in it. And I was like, I ain't hear nothing from them, right?
Crazy.
So then a couple hours later, like when the show was about to start in like maybe like 4 or 5 hours, I get a DM from them like, yo, pull up. I'm like, oh, shit. So I pull up and then I do the show. And then ever since then, I just really got into modeling. Like, I was just like, you know, this is something that I really like fuck with. Something that I can like express myself with, you know.
See, that's crazy because a picture of you in a strip club.
That's
got
what I'm saying.
you
Like,
modeling.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hilarious. It's really a funny story. Like,
No, that's gas because
Yeah.
that's not what I expected. Because I
Yeah.
would assume, I mean, look, you got the build of a model, so I would
Yeah.
assume you would have just been like
Yeah.
street walking. Somebody
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, come here," and then you got there. But
Yeah.
to hear that, that's a
that's how some
very-
people get it though. That, you know,
just off that.
just off that, yeah.
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 Wait, just off the picture from the strip club?
No.
Because that's crazy.
That'd be crazy. Nah, that'd be
That's
wild.
a very
Yeah.
Atlanta story. Like,
Yeah, it
that's
is.
some Atlanta shit.
Yeah,
to be
it
like,
really is. Yeah.
You was really at the flame, and then
Yeah.
niggas like, you know what? Flick up real quick. So
but I was in New York, but like
still crazy.
But still crazy though.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Wait,
Like,
so it was a New York strip club?
Yeah, it was a New York strip club.
That was your first strip club?
First strip club I ever been to.
You from Atlanta, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So your first strip club
Was in New York.
4 years ago.
Yeah, it was in New York. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Was it
right?
good?
Man, it was alright. Like
You feel
I remember
me?
one of the strippers came down and sat and talked to me, and I was just talking to her, and I was just like, we was just talking about like politics and like dumb shit. Like, but it was cool though, and like it was kind of like winding down, so like nobody was really going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like we just came back from like I was with one of my niggas, and like we just came back from like this party or whatever, and then it was like 4:00 in the morning.
So, that's a great story. You need to put that in like post. You need to drop.
Yeah,
that in That's a story, nigga.
I got some plans for it.
Okay. So, I mean, you kind of spoke on it earlier, and it is one of my questions. So, with modeling, now being 4 years into it, is there a limit to what you would do? Seeing that I know that a lot of modeling is very, what's the exposaic? Like, they want you to be very, like, put meat on you and shit.
I mean, personally, I don't set limits on myself. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? If I have an idea and it's like something that I'm like, okay, I know I'll look fly in this shit, then I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how outlandish it might seem to other people or whatever, you know, fuck it.
Okay.
That's how I be feeling sometimes.
See, I really, damn. The one that you just had, the one where they put you up in the exhibit, I love that one with the magnifying glass.
Yeah, silver grin. Yeah.
Crazy. Very nice.
Oh no,
concept.
that's the one with the magnifying glass. That's Sunshine. Shout out to I'm Out of Film. That's my girl for sure.
You did
Tyler.
amazing work. Yeah. Amazing work. And then I like the other one where it's you in like the diner and like the town. I don't know it. That one, I'm not good with. No.
That's my girl Kiera too. Shout out to her too.
Gas. The other one, the one that caught me, and this is earlier on because you still have blonde hair.
Yeah.
Was the violin and the horseback one the same shoot?
The violin and the. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the same shoot. That's probably one of my favorite shoots to this day. And
because it was left. Because I don't know. I mean, I would have been following you already, but I don't know at what point I recognized you were actually doing something, not just taking pictures. And I was like, why the fuck this nigga on a horse? And then it just started stringing along because it broke up the monotony of the TL. Because you know you just used to scrolling, and then you see something, you go like, oh wait, hold up, and then you know it leaves your mind, and then you go back again, and you're like. That's Mike. Like, what the fuck? Like, and it just, I fuck with it.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
So, seeing that there's no limits and you allow yourself to be expressive, are you the one in the driver's seat yet when it comes to directing your photo shoots?
I would say like I direct like maybe 65 to like 70% of my photo shoots.
That's a lot. Okay.
Like the one with a horse and everything, that was me. The one with the church, that was me.
Fire.
The one with like what was the other one? I can't think of that one right now.
Okay.
But,
No, respect.
But I do direct a lot of my photo shoots. But I do like hearing like other photographers' ideas and like bringing their ideas to life. You know what I'm saying? Like we just collab on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I might have an idea, but I might not have the words or like the right vernacular to like, you know what I'm saying, express like what I'm trying to tell them. Like, oh, let's shoot over here, but with this light. They'll be like, oh, let's shoot over here with this light. I'm like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Right.
And that's when I know I can really work with a photographer, when we're on the same page like that.
So is there ever going to be a time that you think you'll bridge that gap to go from the one in front to the one behind and just do create? Like,
for sure. Like, because the way I feel about like modeling is not just modeling to me. It's like art. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, that's why I really want like to have like pieces, you know what I'm saying, in schools, wherever, you know what I'm saying, people just like recognize my work. But yeah, like because I view like modeling like that, I do want to be like, you know what I'm saying, maybe in my 40s or some shit like that, when I'm like done with modeling or something. I do want to be like, you know what I'm saying, behind the scene, like creative directing and shit.
So at what point did you identify it as modeling? Because I think to say you're modeling is to give yourself like an affirmative title rather than just like, yeah, I take pictures. Like the homie take a picture.
No, I'm gonna take a picture down the street, like, you know.
So what identifies it as modeling for you? Is it because you're detailed to it, or is it more so just you're trying to do this to that level?
I think it would be because of the level that I've done it at, and like I tried to do it at.
Right.
And honestly, I think it's like it goes from like taking pictures to like, you know what I'm saying, actually modeling when you're like, you know what I'm saying, working for a purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying, you're posting a picture not just because you want people to be like, oh, hey, look how cool I am
Right.
or whatever. And like when you're actually posting pictures because it's like, oh, this is an idea that I had. This is a concept. This is the whole story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah.
So, you know, in reflection, you know, I just go back to when I like asked you to do this. I was like, you know what, damn, thinking about who the person is, right?
Yeah.
And I go back and I think about when I met you to now.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about that person that you were, let's just say 15 years ago or 10 years ago to what you're doing now, did that version of you think that you would ever be modeling?
Oh,
and,
fuck
like,
no. Fuck no. Like, and that's what's so crazy to me. I think about that shit sometimes because it's like, you know how I was like back in the day. Like, I was just knucklehead, just, you know, chilling.
Bro, for real.
Vibing, though. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But, like, I didn't think about modeling. Like, I didn't think about, like, art like that. I liked music and everything.
Right.
I mean, I did rap for a while, though. Like, a lot of people don't know that. I was actually, like, you know, that's where the name Mike Do Mike come from. You know what I'm saying? That used to be my rap name and shit.
Yeah.
But I used to do rapping for a little bit, but then modeling just kind of, like, really took over that. But yeah, I never saw myself like modeling or taking pictures. I wasn't even a photogenic type of nigga, like, you know.
You know, for sure. Like, definitely, like, especially as you get more mature, like, you take a good photo. You know, like, you ain't on no weird shit. Like, I think that was the funny part because I think about just, I mean, we were kids, of course, but like just being goofy, and like it always seems like the goofier kids get older and just have direction out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of
It's
nowhere.
like, nigga, where's this?
It snaps. Yeah, it's like something that snapped because I remember I used to just be real goofy. Niggas used to call me peanut head. You remember all that?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just goofy nigga shit. Like, but when you get older, certain things mean more to you than just like, you know what I'm saying, just joking around or just like, you know, like.
So do you identify with like? I mean, modeling takes balls, you know. Do you identify with like a little bit more of like a swag now, or do you think you're still the same person that was, you know, the kid before? I wouldn't say the kid, but the man before the modeling, because it was only 4 years ago that this became the thing.
Right.
Do you still identify with that, or you like now you walk around, you know, a little macho on you?
That's a good question. Me, I really don't like try to walk around macho because there's just still so much with modeling that I want to do
for sure
before I really start popping my shit and everything like that. But I do have a sense of pride of the work that I've done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I do, but I don't walk around like, you know what I'm saying, like somebody owe me some shit or whatever. Like, you know, it's like.
Yeah, you know, look, I'd be a diva. Like, if I was, because, like,
if the time calls for it, now let's say, hold on now. Now let's say some nigga was like, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, what do you call it? This nigga Mike, man, his shit is straight. I was like, nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? That's when I start letting niggas know what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like.
That's interesting. You know what? Because, you know, they talk about how artists are sensitive.
Yeah.
And for me, being just ignorant to the world of modeling, I didn't think people took it with intent. I thought it was like the person taking the picture is the intent, not the actual
Not
poser.
the actual, oh, okay.
So now to see like your intention, but then also seeing that you directed a lot of what you've put out, it's very genius because
appreciate that.
it definitely keeps it fresh. Like I definitely, you know, speaking of one of my good friends, Calvin, love you, Calvin, but like
shout out Calvin, that's my dog.
But everybody comes into Calvin's world. For you, you're going into other people's world and creating your own at the same time. I think that's genius.
Yeah.
So like, I fuck with it.
Appreciate that.
And it's tight.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
So you're African as hell.
Yeah.
Right?
Nigerian. Yoruba.
Okay, tight shit. I was about to ask you. I got sets. I really don't be knowing. So is there a part of that version of you that is conscious when you're doing like, because I mean it's very non-traditional to do modeling, though I know.
It's actually slick non-traditional. It's like I mean nowadays I know Nigerian models, but I would say like maybe like 20 years ago, it wasn't
crazy.
a really thing. Like,
I mean, shit, 20 might be giving it some. It might
maybe
be
10.
Yeah,
you know I mean, even a good 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really see that many Nigerian models. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't in the modeling space, I didn't see like, you know, ads, nothing really.
Right.
You know.
So I mean, okay, so from that, right? There's a growth perspective to that because, of course, you see like Runway with like just some like frail, petite, small people.
Yeah.
They get like the Africans with the very strong face.
Buzz cut,
You feel me? But like when it comes to like, I know there's differences in it, but like past Runway, when they just from an art perspective, you still don't see a lot of black faces unless a black face is promoting it.
Yeah.
Is that ever in your mind when you work with people that might not be of the same ilk as you and you have to go into these rooms where it's like, white lady's taking your picture or Spanish man is taking your picture, like, does that ever go to your head? Like, I gotta kind of like put on for my peeps.
Sometimes it goes through my head if like it depends on like the photographer, like really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not comfortable around a photographer, I might think that.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, like, me, I like working with black artists all the time.
For
like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying?
You feel
Like, straight up. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like,
shit.
but, like, I do work with, you know what I'm saying, people from all different backgrounds, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and everything. And I love doing that. But if I don't feel comfortable, something like that will cross my mind for sure.
So is there a level that you're looking at when it comes to modeling? Because I know there's runway, I know there's Vogue, or however they say the ones where you do like pop-ups or all that.
The way I want my modeling to go is kind of like, it's a little unconventional because it's like, I don't necessarily have like a certain limit. I do want my name to be like circulate like a household name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I want people to have pieces of my art just sitting at their home. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I caught this piece from Mike, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
That's kind of where I want to be. I want people to like draw inspiration from what I've done, you know what I'm saying? Rework it and like make it even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just want to be like a creative, like driving force in the industry in a way, you know?
So is in Atlanta, is the scene fruitful enough for things like that, to those opportunities?
Oh, for sure. But I mean, there's a little bit of politicking in Atlanta.
Copy.
But there is a lot of love. There's a lot of love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like that I fuck with, like most of the models that are like my favorites, like they're all from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Respect.
it's like I definitely love like the Atlanta like modeling scene.
So speaking of the politicking, because one of my questions is, you got beef with anybody in the modeling industry down here?
Nah.
Okay.
I actually don't have beef with nobody, which is I wouldn't say surprising, but it's like, oh, okay, that's good. You know, like,
I've been around some people. Like, I got a couple homies that do a lot of music, and it's the music that nobody really like, but they say they like it just to be nice. You know, they blend into those groups. They got the people that model. They got the people that take pictures. They got people that know this nigga that know this nigga that know Cardi, so they think they hot.
Yeah.
So I've always been curious because in Atlanta, niggas is territorial.
Yeah.
Like you just said, politicking, right? Do you think there's ever going to be a time where you want to kind of take the reins of like, this is your domain, so people go through Mike to be the model guy? Like, oh, homie little bro want a model. Yeah, you got to go to Mike. Like, are you ever going to try to hit like the Don Dada?
That would be cool. That would be cool. I mean, is that what I'm aiming for? Not necessarily. would like to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to co-sign people.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my word to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say some photographer is like blowing up and he needs a model. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to like find like somebody that just started modeling or something like that, put them on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and just from my word, that photographer will be like, oh yeah,
right,
because Mike said so. You know what I'm saying?
I want
to have that kind of title, that kind of like, you know.
It's a world. You know, it's really. I really hope when people listen to you talk about this, because it is very interesting to see your mind with it, is that they understand that it's not pictures, it's art.
Yeah, it's not just pictures, really. Yeah.
And niggas like art, nigga. Like, damn.
I like art.
Come on, you feel me?
Well, you know.
Jesus, that's the only class you don't got to write and type in. So, like, let a nigga rock.
Facts.
So, when it comes to being, I spoke of younger Mike. Now, you're one of 4, correct?
Yeah, 1 of 4. Yeah.
Being 4, like, niggas.
Yeah.
In your house.
Yeah.
How is their reception to you doing stuff like this, being very artistic?
Well, first, 2 of my brothers, they actually are producers. And they produce for like people like before, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely just been going crazy with that. And then my other brother, the oldest one, he actually modeled first. He got into New York he got into New York Fashion Week, and we happened to be at New York at the same time. And then yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, my brother Ant.
He big.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he had like a man.
And that guy for real.
Wasn't the picture like he had like a deep ass V?
Yeah.
I remember that. That's crazy.
And then I seen that shit, and I was like, hold up. This old diesel nigga has let me show how it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got the body for it type shit.
But no, shout out to Ant, because that really inspired me though. Like, cause I was just like, oh, he just went out there and did it like that, like hard, you know. Like,
so okay, so they don't give you like the little grease for it, but in that, how does out of 4 people, right? 3 of y'all basically are just artists, right? At this point, well, not basically, y'all are all 3 artists. You got one that I would assume is more traditional, right? But even in that, how do you guys exist in like that bubble? Is it just when y'all link, or if y'all are around each other, it's just like straight ideas? Cause like me and my brother, fuck him, but me and that nigga, you know, every time we're around each other, of course we live together, but when we're around each other, it's random shit. This nigga talking about a movie he think would be cool. He's fucking over here watching Star Wars, run into my room at 3 a.m. like, nigga, think about this. And I'm like, all right. But like with y'all, seeing that y'all all have your own, I mean, they're more alike because they do the same thing, but with you still doing stuff that's in the world of creativity, that's on really, they can kind of coexist pretty perfectly with each other and like complement.
Yeah.
Is that ever like something that y'all do where y'all just chopping it and it's like all art, or y'all so separate and doing y'all own little thing? It's just like this is what I did, and then y'all just go away, or is it like more collaborative?
Like what I do sometimes, like before I drop a photo shoot or anything like that, I send it to my brothers real quick. I'm like, yo, Ant, what you think about this?
Yeah.
Yo, Joe, what you think about this?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. And I like doing that. I also do that with some of my friends, like, you know what I'm saying? Like friends that I like consider like family. It's like before I drop a photo shoot, it's like I want, you know what I'm saying? What you think about it?
Yeah.
You know? So
It's just the dynamic is very nurturing, and that's beautiful because you know, like, I'm not trying to be reductive, but like we niggas, so like our first instinct is just to clown and just to be, I mean, especially with family, you just go like, even if you fuck with it, like clown ass nigga, like little bitch ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, so. Past modeling, you know, you looking 5 years from now, so you're 9-10 years into the game of doing it. What's the next 5 years of modeling look like, or just not even the next 5 years, but what does the next 5 years of creativity look like for you?
I definitely want to get into like the cinema space, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would love to be acting. I would love to be like, you know what I'm saying, just doing different roles, like, you know what I'm saying, still creative directing, like still modeling that for sure. Like I would love to model for like certain brands, like Tommy Hilfiger. I would love to model for Tommy Hilfiger, Prada, and probably Telfar.
Very black.
Telfar.
Love them.
Those are my 3 brands that I would want to model for. Like if I model for those 3 brands,
Right.
I can call it a career. I can be like, all right, I'm good. Like,
so I got beef with Telfar for one reason.
Wow.
I love black people. I bought the Uggs, and I did a size 8 in men's, but I accidentally bought a size 8 in women's, and they had my pair still on the website. So when I tried the exchange, they said no. They said no exchanges, and they didn't put that in fine print. They did that in the email. They didn't even put it on the website. So Telfar, love y'all. Black people, it's all love, but fuck y'all, because I really wanted that opportunity to wear them Uggs. So now I had to get them shits to this little girl that I don't even fuck with, and she didn't even get them shits back, because it was supposed to be like a little thing, and we was like, you know what I'm saying? We was smacking each other type, not like physically, but you know what I mean? Like we was kicking it.
Okay,
you feel me? And like, so I was like, okay, when this ends, she gonna have to give him back. Did she? No, I ain't seen her since. She not even black. So I did that. Wasted it. Little Spanish John. Crazy. Doesn't matter. Love you Telfar, but fuck you. But respect. So is it runway? Like, okay, I'm just more for clarity on my sake. For my sake, is like, what is the levels of modeling from like what you want to do? Is it just photos to runway to Vogue? Or
I mean, I would say it's like photos to, you know what I'm saying, brands to commercials to, you know what I'm saying, runway to, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there?
I would definitely love to be on a poster in Times Square type shit.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's another level. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is you just gotta stay in shape.
Yeah.
Do you have to stay in shape?
Yeah.
Like,
I be doing a lot of walking. I be doing a lot of walking.
Okay.
Man, fuck, my knees be tired, bro. Like for real. Like
I didn't think walking was gonna be the thing to say, but that's crazy.
yeah. People don't understand, like, walking is so damn beneficial, bro. Because people always are like in the like thinking of like, oh, you have to run every day. You don't have to necessarily run. You just have to walk.
Okay.
Like you just have to walk and like make sure like you got blood circulating, you know?
Yeah, so you're not over here taking like cortisol shots. And,
Hell
like,
no.
Okay. Because I be seeing it. I watched this one thing. It was like after the runway or some shit, and it was about male models back in like the 2000s. It was on YouTube, and this one dude was taking like heroin. I know this not funny. This is actually not a funny thing. It was sad, but he was like taking heroin and then taking steroids, and like that's how he stayed skinny. And I was like,
Both?
You feel what I'm saying? Like how you? Because he wanted the vascularity of taking the steroids, but he loved the heroin. So I was like,
that's different.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So okay. Not to put nobody on blast, but have you been in that space yet, where you've been at these like parties or you've been at these exhibits and you just seen that left side of?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, thank God, because yeah, I mean, nah, I haven't seen that. I mean, I've heard like little stories, but like nothing crazy, nothing really crazy. Like,
so what do you hate about modeling?
What do I hate? Oh, I hate waiting for getting my pictures back. Oh my God, bro, that shit drives me crazy. And I know some photographers that I fuck with, they gonna hate me saying that, but like it's all love though. Like I know, like sometimes photos can take a month, they can take a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember like I did a photo shoot one time, like last year in April. I didn't get the photos back until like October.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But that's literally how it is. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to rush photographers, but I'd be itching to see the photos. I'd be like, damn, let me see that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so I mean, does that not ever just inspire you more to just kind of just do it yourself, like, and just be like,
you know, it's funny. I've been thinking about like shooting, but it's like I don't know how photographers do it. That's why I really have so much respect for photographers, because I'm like, for them to like, you know what I'm saying, see the world and then capture it. That's a whole different thing to me.
That's a
you know what I'm
beautiful way
saying?
to put it.
Like, no, for real, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, we all see the world, but for you to see the world in such a way and have it speak to people, that's crazy. That's why I'm like, would I be a photographer? I would like to, but I know it would take some time for me to like really delve into it and like, you know, do it the way I want to do it the way that I think it's supposed to be done, you know? So,
I respect that, because you give it feeling, because you know, most people again, like, to the novice eye, you just like, bro, all you did was just stand there and go click.
Yeah.
So I definitely have fallen victim to that rhetoric of just being like, I could take a picture.
Yeah, it's a picture. It's a picture.
Like, crazy. But you know what? Also, the same way they say niggas just out here grabbing microphones and starting podcasts, we got to keep that same energy with some of these photographers. Fuck some of y'all. Y'all don't need to be taking pictures. Shut that shit up. But past that, right? You're 10 years from now, you and your New York pen. Well, actually, that's another question. Are you planning on moving? Are you going to separate from Atlanta? Because I know there's probably more opportunities elsewhere.
Man, I always be thinking about moving away from Atlanta, but then when I like travel to like some other place and it's like, you know, just for vacation or for some other shit, I'm just like, could I live here? Nah. And the answer is always no. Like, the only other place I could think of living that I would like to live maybe is like New York.
Okay.
Like,
but that's, you know.
But maybe New York State and then just commute to the city when I need to. But outside of that, nah.
Damn.
Like, probably Georgia. Like, I'll probably, you know, duck off somewhere in Georgia. Nice little farmland, you know.
That's beautiful, though, because at least you could keep it. You could do. I mean, I think that's kind of like a message to people who are like stagnant when they're like, "Oh man, I'm in such and such, so I can't do something." Like, shut up, nigga.
No, but it's like not like I feel when people feel that way. I feel like you just need to like travel and see more, because you might like Texas, you might like Oklahoma, you know.
And it
so
might
like
be the thing that speaks to you.
Yeah, but at the same time though, if you're still in that same place, you should just cultivate it into something that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, change up your room a little bit. You know, something like that.
I like that.
You know what I mean? Just like, because I mean, because I definitely felt that, but it's just like, you know, you just got to try new shit. Like,
okay, kind of going back to the origin of it though. Leading up to modeling, what was it that you felt like? Was there something else that you had a calling for, or was it just like
I was doing music, but it was like cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I even did a show one time. Niggas don't even know that.
Crazy.
Like, I did a show.
Fire.
It was cool, but I was like, whoa, this is different. Like, you know. But yeah, I with music, it was just it didn't. After a while, that little spark that it had, it just kind of like sizzled away. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still like to freestyle. I still like to, you know, write sometimes, but it's not something that's like a predominant thing that I do in my life, you know.
Do you think you'll revisit it, especially now that you're just more?
If I had the time, then yeah. If I had the time, I definitely would revisit it, but I ain't got the time right now. So it's like,
look, there's a couple models that went to rapping. One of them sucks. I forgot that nigga's name, but oh man, he's so big because he cool. Damn, what's that one dude? I don't know. It don't matter. Fuck you. He not local, so it don't matter. It's not real beef. You're not gonna catch no strays.
Yeah.
But if I do, fuck you. You know where I'm at. I'll put my address on the screen now. Damn, I had one more question, but I think I deleted it off my thing.
Ah.
Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
So modeling.
Mm-hmm.
Next is just elevating the space, being in the space.
Right.
You get free shit yet? Like, do people just be giving you shit?
I wouldn't even say people give me free shit. People just give me free opportunities, as in, like, you know what I'm saying? Because some photographers, they charge, but sometimes they will hit me up and they don't charge me. I'm like,
Fire.
appreciate that. Sometimes I charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a new, like, you know what I'm saying, photographer that I haven't worked with before, I might charge because it's like, you know.
Is that a good rate? Like, don't say the money, but
Yeah, no, it's a good rate. It's reasonable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to work with everybody. So it's like, I'm not finna tax you or whatever. Like,
but
I'm
you
not
can
crazy.
get to a point where you can tax, huh?
I would love to. I'm talking about. But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Because see, that world, again, that world is so foreign.
Yeah.
But it's definitely interesting to see it because, yeah, if you would have told me, you know, before you started that would be something that you would have charged, I would have been like, I don't really see that. Like, I see because you know what, you're a very personable person, so you have a lot of character. So I would have assumed you would have been doing something like this, nigga, like just being on a podcast.
No.
Like
yeah, I mean, true.
So to have it more, because modeling definitely is way more sophisticated.
Yeah.
It definitely has more of a, this is me bullshitting.
No, but I think there's a lot of sophistication with this. Like, there's a lot of mythology to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a method to it. Like, yeah.
My other ones,
yeah.
Hell no. I'm just talking shit. But no, but legitimately, I respect that. But that's also you looking at it from being who you are.
Yeah.
I appreciate you trying to elevate my space, but my space is down here. Your space is up here. Legitimately, though, because, again, you're not the person that, personality-wise, I would think would be like, yeah, take a picture of me.
Yeah.
But then you go in the space and you kind of dominate and you kind of make it your own, and I think that shit beautiful. So this
Appreciate
is Flowers,
that.
really, because
Appreciate that.
I love seeing niggas do the shit that they love,
Yeah.
and a lot of people that I've been around, they stop right before they get somewhere.
Yeah, I see that. But
Shit's
honestly, that's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like persistence is the number one thing. Like, being consistent and everything. Like, it's hard being consistent, though. Like, because, like, you can love something, but if you're not consistent at it, it's definitely going to just fade away. Like,
so have you seen the steps, kind of like, you know, the Michael Jackson Thriller video, like, or not, the one where the white lady, Billie Jean, my bad. You know, like, are you seeing the steps, like, kind of just illuminate in front of you now that you've kept it consistent and you've done something?
Yeah.
Or
like,
do you still find it that you're, like, trying to find opportunity rather than just
I'm still trying to find opportunity. Like,
Okay.
I think when it comes to, like, modeling and everything, you're still trying to find opportunity because you're trying to get more eyes on you. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find more opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, your work can speak for itself, but only for how long? You have to market yourself. Like, that, I would say that's one thing I kind of don't like about modeling sometimes. It's because, like, I don't feel like I want to have to, like, constantly market myself. I know it's necessary, but it gets tiring. It's like, you know, like, I'll post my photo, repost it again. Wait a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? Post it again. But it's necessary, though, because, you know.
I read something recently where somebody said creativity is 10% execution, 90% editing. Yeah. And then that rest of it is just left up to how you market yourself. And I forgot who quoted that shit, but shout out to that person.
Whenever you get that quote,
I thought about that. I might throw it in my bio. No, but that is because, like, you know, I make music. I do everything. Like, I do everything. I try. I try everything.
Fine, bro. That's fine. Like, I like when people are, like, multi-talented. Like, there's some people that I know that are, like, photographers and models. I'm like, damn, how you doing it?
Because that's work.
Like, that's work.
It's energy.
It's work.
But you know what? I think you're proof of it. If you put energy towards something and you treat it with respect, it blossoms. So it's beautiful. Yeah. So we've been here for a minute. Yeah. Is there anybody you want to say fuck you to? Because I got a couple people I want to say fuck you to. And be honest.
I'm trying to think.
Or we could do a PG. Anybody you want to say I don't like you no more?
Oh, fuck P. Diddy. But,
come on. Fuck P. Diddy.
But
lock that nigga up.
Who else? I don't know, bro. You know, I've been on some real, like, you know what? Let it go.
Beautiful.
Type shit. But a few months ago, it was fuck everybody. But now I'm just, like, chilling now.
Oh, wait. Hold up. One more question. The women's. Now that you afflicted and you flicking up, has it made it easier?
Bro, that's a good question. No. I'm gonna answer that. But To be honest, no. Some women would hit me up just because it's like, you know what I'm saying, they like my photo shoots. And I appreciate it. Like, I really do appreciate, like, the women that, like, you know what I'm saying, be like, oh, comment on my shit or just like it, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I wouldn't say it's made it easier because I still have to put in for it some effort, you know what I'm saying? I can't just be posting pictures on the thing and then think somebody's just going to, you know, fall in my
It's
lap.
supposed to slide.
But,
Well, hey, shorties. All the shorties that's gonna see this, slide on the boy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, pictures is great. He handsome. Ain't no ugly nigga doing it. It's a handsome nigga
don't
doing
boost
it.
a nigga now. Don't boost a nigga now.
on,
Because I'm going to get him my bag now.
Crazy.
But, no, I do. Shout out to all the women that, you know.
All the beautiful women. I love
All
y'all.
the beautiful women
All
that fuck with my shit.
Not the ugly ones.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So past that. Where do we find Mr. St. Michael? Like where do we find him on our socials? I'll post.
My number one social is Instagram.
Beautiful.
Instagram. I'm about to drop a website though.
Perfect.
Probably by the end of this month, and I also have a major announcement. I'm not going to announce it yet,
Crazy.
but I already told you.
Tap in.
But when that shit drops, I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying, gravitate towards it. I want it to be something that's like, oh shit, this nigga is doing it.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So
you
look out for that. Yeah.
On the website, will you post prints like that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna post prints. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be in different sizes. You know what I'm saying? I might even get like little coffee mugs. You know what I'm saying? With my print. I want to really merchandise it. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure,
that's going to definitely be coming end of this month probably.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, all my photographer friends, I got about 20 of y'all. No, I don't. I got like 3. I don't know why I tried to gas myself right there, but I got 3. Y'all tap in. 2 in Atlanta, 1 in New York. Tap in. I respect it. I love it. It's fuck P. Diddy like he said. Damn, there was one other thing I wanted to ask you, and it's leaving me right now. I be doing too much, you know, because it's a really bad podcast, so I'm trying to be a worse person every time.
Yeah.
So I was really going to take this and be very jokey, but then I noticed I actually like you. So, like, when I was going to say some crazy shit, I was like, no, wait, I actually fuck with you.
It's like, it's not going to hit.
It's not going to hit.
It's not going to hit.
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be like, damn, man, I like Mike. Damn. This bad podcasting right now. I done did too much today. I do have one.
You had a long day, didn't you?
You know what? I woke up. I fell back asleep. I woke up again, and then this girl texted me, and like she texts me whenever I don't want her. She texts me. You know what I'm saying? But I still went and did what I had to go do. You know what I'm saying? Great person. Fuck. There was something else, and it was about modeling, and it was about I asked you what you do. I asked you where they could find you. I asked you about the huzz, because that's important.
You know, it's
not.
It is important. I think it is important, but I'm not too focused on that right now.
Yeah. Balance. We got somewhere to go.
Balance.
We're not looking for the end game right now. We're looking to keep going. We're not looking for the end of the road. Modeling. Fuck, this is escaping me. This is gonna kill me because I'm gonna remember it, and it was a good question, and it had enough to give you a beautiful. Oh fuck. Nice. You want to shout out anybody? How about we'll just
yeah, let me shout out some people. Shout out my nigga Mo. That's one of my favorite models out here. Shout out my nigga Mo. Shout out my nigga Jonah. Shout out my nigga Rashad. Shout out my nigga what's his name? Shout out my nigga King. Shout out my nigga Only. Shout out my nigga Bean. Shout out my nigga there's a lot of folks, man. There's a lot of folks. It's escaping me. Yeah, and shout out to Ryan.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. It was about Africans. I remembered it. This podcast was brought to you by Hosea. Fuck, I fucked up. Don't matter. It was Hosea Feed the Hungry. Go feed them niggas because they need it. 3 Africans in a row in the podcast. You know, you would have thought I.
Is that a record?
That's definitely a record.
That got to be a record.
Two
somewhere.
African women too.
Somewhere, yeah.
And
somewhere.
Then I got you, so I'm like, I did 2 women and then an African creative. Next thing I need is an African scammer, and I'm it. Like I done got everybody. Okay, actually, I'm gonna end on that. Last question. Because I don't fuck with the racism.
Yeah.
Do y'all really be scamming? Is it real true that Nigeria?
Nah, you know what's so funny? Go look up the statistic. Nigeria is not number 1.
Ooh.
It's not number 1. We're not number 1 with the scamming shit. So
okay, but
all that talk motherfuckers be doing, cut it.
Fuck
you know, you know what? Cut it.
I'm
like,
emo
the thing is, I looked it up. Matter of fact, I looked it up like 2 months ago, randomly. So it's funny that you brought that up, but yeah, we're not number 1.
But
so.
do you know a scammer?
Do I know? Of course.
You know what? Nah, actually, I know who the Africans that be scamming, and they slip through the cracks. Them Ghanaians, bro. I was with y'all the other day smoking that Galaxy gas. I know y'all be scamming. Yeah. Wait, okay, actually, time out real quick. You ever been around them niggas that's off that Galaxy gas? Bro,
I know no nigga of such. Like,
and it's Africans apparently because it's like very over there.
I know Africans. I know.
You feel what I'm saying? Y'all come over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my question.
Yeah.
That was my last question.
Yeah.
As an AT-alien, however you want to say, Atlantistanian, however we call each other.
Atlanta nigga, yeah.
And then being African.
Yeah.
Existing in a world where there are a lot of Africans here, there are a lot of black people, a lot of affluent black people.
Right.
How do you, as the child of somebody who is even more African, and you being almost a little bit diluted because you've been around us niggas so long, how do you view Americans? How do you view African Americans? My fault. How you view black people?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I've been in America most of my life, so, you know. I love African Americans. All my friends are African Americans. They're either African or African Americans. Like, I would say 95% of my friends are like that. So, it's like, I do see the difference in culture sometimes. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that, like, we do that African Americans don't, and there's certain things that African Americans do that we don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa, but I embrace it. I love all of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
so one of my previous guests, she's Liberian, and she spoke to the one thing that stands out for her is that there is a laziness. Now, I know you and all your
She said what?
There's a laziness. Them niggas be lazy.
That's crazy. Crazy.
I won't lie. Outside of just modeling, you do a lot.
Yeah.
And you be working.
Yeah, I do be working. Yeah.
Ain't your brother like
I'm a busy man. Yeah.
Ain't one of your brothers a doctor? You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all some
shout out to Ant. I hope he's watching this.
Y'all be working.
Yeah.
So do you not see the laziness? Is there ever a point where like your mom's was like, yo, don't be around them. Be around them because they not doing nothing for real.
My mom would just tell me how America is. Like, growing up, she would just tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? They have a certain view of you in America. And I'm glad that she did tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, yo, you're black in America. Use your head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just be conscious of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stay on your toes, you know,
But like, so when you look at us lazy African Americans that just be, you know, welfare babies type shit. Not me though. For
welfare
real.
babies is crazy.
They be some welfare babies. I know a couple. Shout out my niggas. That's that. But all right, this has been a great episode. Thank you for coming. It's the Really Bad Podcast. We really getting terrible, but I got really good guests. Ooh, hold up, got a tagline: Really Bad Podcast, but really good guests. Fuck all y'all. Fuck P. Diddy. Ignacio, you a bitch. If I see you out in public, it's raps for you. CJ Burrs, you's a bitch. If I see you out in public, it's raps for you. Niggas got real beef and real static. Fuck is you talking about? Anything else you want to say?
Y'all just stay tuned. It's St. Michael. Bex, you already know.
Tap in.
Really bad people, really bad people. Really bad people, really bad people. Woo.